Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming and joining me today. It's an overcast day here in Santa Barbara, but the clarity and the sunshine is felt. So I welcome you to the Advancement Center and welcome to the world of magic and miracles, located far beyond anything and everything we were taught in school. But at the same time, I know that a recognition is taking place at this very moment. Yes, a feeling, a remembrance, a location not found on any map, a place beyond our everyday vocabulary of things, places, people, and objects, but something more. That something more is what you have been carrying with you your entire life, and perhaps led you here at this very moment. I am now going to take the pleasure of reading something that Robert Young, the founder of the Advancement Center, wrote many years ago. Here it is. Let us look further into what we are looking at in terms of our everyday life and take on the attitude that nothing is beyond any of us. This constitutes a conflict with many of our past experiences and many of the capabilities that we display at the moment, and makes it obvious that we have to be either out of our mind or looking at something very different to what we are considering. Both are probably the case, but for the moment, let us consider the latter. We are looking at something very different, and it is therefore hard to recognize with our logical, cognitive processes. If we look at our ability to recognize a person or event when we have no previous knowledge of either, you can see that there is no process for us to reconcile. But some means or another, we suddenly recognize something and we switch into a space of total elation and react with joy and excitement. The magic behind all of this has been hidden by the lack of understanding. But now we are in a position where we can join the possible and impossible in a dance that makes miracles totally normal to our everyday life. If you look at the things that are impossible at this point, you will continue to experience the impossibility. However, once you look at the so-called impossible things that are actually happening to everyone, your perspective changes, and so does your view of the impossible. Your personal assessment of what is possible and what is impossible quickly changes, and you gradually find the ability to expand your reality to include impossibilities without the need for understanding. It is not necessary for anyone to perform in the way that has been passed down over the ages. Each person has a majestic capability to do everything differently, even when fixed methods are programmed into our lives. There is no need to prove anything to anyone but yourself. And this can be done in any number of different ways that seem to appear out of nowhere and make you smile without having any logical reason. The value of one simple action or thought can multiply 1,000,000 or more times and bring abnormal happiness and satisfaction that cannot be explained to anyone. As you enter the mode of feeling good for no obvious reason, all the false veils drop, leaving clarity and freedom that encourages perfection in every part of your life. As we celebrate our new capabilities, they become a permanent part of our reality and always remain beyond logical description. It is not the practice or the discipline that makes your being sing. It is the recognition of something from your origin that sparks your majestic being into life and switches on the most powerful energies in the universe. These energies emanate from you in the form of powerful fields that interact positively with everything and multiply your effect of well-being for everyone in every possible way. The most promising part of our future is all around us in recognizable packages, waiting for us to open and enjoy. There is no longer any mystery and nothing is hidden. There is nothing specific that must be done, and there are no obligations. You are free to make yourself feel as brilliant as you like and experience the feelings that have always seemed to be out of your reach. There is nothing that can stop you, not even you. I love that. Thank you, Robert. Wow. We find ourselves disappearing sometimes. As David Best told us on his broadcast just a few days ago. And he calls this swimming upstream. And here's just a little bit of his brilliant writing. Disappearing. I am disappearing from the control of the physical plane, from the thinking of the physical plane, from the beliefs of the physical plane, and from the perspective of who we are that has been generated from the physical plane. We are disappearing and then reappearing in plain sight, observing the way humanity is affected by that one perspective and all of its beliefs. To be in the world, but not of it. It's like the fish. that swims upstream against the flow of the limited beliefs that were turned on and became a massive flow in the wrong direction. A flow that became a flood that not many could possibly stand against. So we have been hidden in plain sight, looking as though we are one with that opposing flow, while we are actually riding on the true flow of no beliefs, no rules, no regulations, and complete freedom. We are flowing in the opposite direction, far above the flow that was created to create prisoners. This true flow and its vibration are only interested in the recognition of your sovereignty and your freedom. Thank you, David. Your words are powerful. Freedom. Freedom to move and have your being, your dreams fulfilled, and to celebrate life in everything, everyone, and every form. Our door remains open to all to remember where they are coming from, their purity, their natural being, their origin. Just yesterday, the newest member of our team, Adrian, broadcast. Adrian has been a guest broadcaster, but yesterday he signed on. And as I listened, I heard him speaking from his origin, inviting us to his dance. It was thrilling. We all heard his invitation to join him in the dance. So we all stood up and got up and moved to the rhythm of our origin. Even in the face of something that seems difficult, even in a world that has different rhythms, a different melody. And we all stood with Adrian. One of our dearest friends, Mickey, was not able to be on the celebration Zoom call where we all congratulate Adrian and speak freely of the happiness that he brings. So instead, she texted Adrian, and we all got a copy. So this is what Mickey said. She sent this to us during the celebration. And I now have an opportunity because it's right here on my phone, and I can tell you what Mickey said. And she said, well, nothing can stop this message of love and appreciation, Adrian, because you couldn't be there. You had everyone from the first moment. The energies you brought were being delivered. Your face shone with the strength and light of all the stars in the heavens. And beyond, your light, the gentleness and loving care in your eye, drew everything and everyone in joining you in the outer reaches. You say, your Scottishness said, kicking arse, made me giggle with such glee. Your smile was filled with everything and was the warmest embrace. Everyone walked through your open door and joined your open heart. There, regal, majestic, mystical, magnificent, magnetic, King Adrian. Like David, I couldn't be prouder. You did it. Sending much love. Cheers to you. Cheers to everyone. And Adrian answered her. And he said, thank you, Mickey. Your message, love, and support fills my heart with such immense joy. Cheers to us all. Bosies, which is hugs in Scottish, and happy dancing aplenty, and obviously everything else. That was a joyous time for us. And Adrian has opened that door. And it will remain open. It's really wonderful. And now it's come to that time where I pick up my journal and I share my intimate thoughts that I write to Simeon, but now I can share them with you. Now, for those who may not know Simeon, I'm just going to say Simeon is Robert's twin brother in another dimension. I've known Simeon for as long as I've known Robert, or maybe just a little bit after, so Robert could introduce me to Simeon. But Simeon is very present in our lives. And he's filled many a journal with me. So here we go. I wrote this last night at 11 o'clock. Dear Simeon, I'm preparing for my broadcast Any considerations for me to mull? Thank you in advance. And he responded, he always does. Dearest Barbara, your dedication to revealment for all to benefit is laudable and appreciated. Recognition of our most treasured reveals leads to recognition of what has been making us tick in our day-to-day living. Change is healthy and allows fresh air into our days. Your broadcast will be fresh and new. Love, Simeon. By the way, you are invited to write to Simeon. Just write from your heart, not from your head, from your heart. And he will answer. Many of my friends are already doing this. And then this morning at 7:18 a.m., I wrote, Dearest Simeon, today's the day. I am feeling so I am my own handwriting. I am feeling so much and about to prepare to open that door and walk through. Any guidance would be gratefully welcomed. And he wrote back immediately, Dearest Barbara, perhaps it's just time to take the door off the hinges and create the road soon to become a broad highway for all to recognize home. Not a geographical location, but a place of peace, a place of harmony, where each one experiences being welcomed, appreciated for all they have become, and treated with love and kindness. Every day is a celebration, and all of nature celebrates with a pulsating vibrancy and harmony and beauty. Perhaps they will recognize this as the new heaven called the new earth. Enjoy. We are all cheering you on. Love, Simeon. Wonderful. Now, if you've been coming to this broadcast, you know all about my Thursday night art class. And this week was a little different. Mandar, our terrific teacher, he doesn't teach. He leads you to your own creativity. I can't say anything greater about a teacher. And he's open. So this week, my son, Danny, who lives in Brooklyn with his wife, Claudia, we're visiting the Brooklyn Botanical Gardens. And of course, spring is breathtaking there. And he sent a beautiful photograph of a line of cherry trees. So I thought this was so beautiful, and forwarded I forward the photograph to Mandar, who thought it was wonderful also. And so this past Thursday, he used that photograph of Danny's as our model. And this is the outcome. Yeah. Now, the rest of the class put people leaning against the close tree. And I said, no, I'm just going to keep it the way I see it. So I hope you like it. But there's more to this message. Mandar is open and welcomes photographic suggestions for our classes. And I am hoping that this will create a new activity for you, because we're all seeing some amazing things these days, especially springtime. So if you send me a photograph of something that you just love and would like to see it in an art form, with permission for us to use your photograph, we would all love to do that. And of course, I'll send you everyone's rendition of your photograph. What a wonderful time to be together. I've enjoyed every moment. And so till next time, I wish you a perfect life, perfect health, and an incredibly magic future. With so much love, I am Barbara. Thank you.